Hi, do you remember a few weeks back? This was just in the beginning stages of framing, and look where we are just a few short weeks later. We already have windows in, we've got the screen porch on, we've got doors in, plumbing, we've got all of the electrical in, and I want to take you in because now this is where it gets really fun. We are now in the part of where we're going to start picking our interior finishes. And so we're going to share with you as we pick the finishes for this house and the other three that we still have remaining here. We also, really fun, we have our developer and our partner from England who developed all of Hundley Waters has come over to see where we are just in the progress of this. And so this is really exciting. He's just seeing these houses for the first time. So come on in, let's go take a look and see what's going on the inside. Ooh, let's not trip over the rebar. Okay, so we're at the front steps of this folly. This is one of the only few of the four that are actually built here, and technically the two of this exact folly floor plan. One of the cool things that Chip did on this one is you're going to notice throughout the neighborhood that there's 3-foot and 4-foot wide steps, and Chip decided to make this a 6-foot wide stairs coming up, which is going to be so much fun, and we're going to do really exciting fun colors. I can't wait for you to see how this ends up. Okay, so now we're going to go inside, and I'm sorry it's a little noisy. We've got roofers here. This is a working job site here, so it's a little noisy, but come on in. And this is when the fun really starts. Now, you haven't been inside. This is the first time that you're in here with me. This is our new kitchen, new floor plan. We've changed this around. Again, I think I told you this community was a modular community, but now that we're doing site-built houses, we have the luxury of taking out some walls, turning some things around, and that's exactly what we did with this kitchen. We opened up the walls and we turned what was the existing island that was facing this way. We've turned it out, so now it's going to face the living room and the dining room where you're going to be able to entertain your guests. All right, so we get to pick cabinet colors, granite colors, backsplash colors, wall colors, flooring, carpet. There are so many choices that we get to do, and these last 4 homes that are here at Hundley, we're actually doing as spec homes. Now, if you get here early enough, there still might be chance for you to actually pick some things. But right now, we're in full swing of construction, and so we've got to keep this ball moving. So I'm picking the things for right now, and I'm excited to show you some of the ideas that we've come up with for this floor plan. Hi, I'm Cheyenne Lake with YouRHome, and today we're standing in the cul-de-sac here at Hundley Waters, which is going to be the place that we are going to be partnering with Charleston's Animal Society on June 20th for a huge pet adoption event. And so we're really excited to let all of our viewers know, and we would love and invite you to come out, celebrate with us. Come if you're thinking about a pet. It is so important. We were meeting with them today. Our developer from England was over to meet with them today, and this is an amazing organization that we are so excited to partner with. So join us Saturday, June 20th from 11 to 2 at the Charleston Animal Society adoption event here in Hundley Waters in Park Circle. We'll see you then.
For over 50 years, Trader Joe's has been saving you money on furniture and bedding. Heck, we've probably saved your parents money too.
I got awesome furniture at an even better price, and they were so friendly and helpful.
Trader Joe's, furniture for all walks of life.
Okay, so here we are out on the back porch of this folly, which honestly I think it's my favorite part of this house. And we are joined today, we're so lucky, our partner, well, of course you know this big guy right here, our builder, Chip, my husband, and we also have our partner here from London who is the developer of Hundley Waters. And he's over checking on the progress. He hasn't seen the folly. We started this while he was still back in England, but he is here with us for the first time, seeing what the property looks like and how it's coming along. So what do you think?
Fantastic floor plan. Good quality. Absolutely superb.
So we were squashing a little bit on the idea and the possibility of leaving this porch and deck system off of the house just for a budgetary and a monetary scope of our work schedule. And I think for what you see standing out here now with this breeze and the view of the marsh is quite well.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, spot on for, as you
with a
would say.
screened-in porch, it'll be another living area.
Yeah, it's outside living at its finest, yes. I think so. Yeah.
Well, Chris was really one of the pioneers here in Hunley Waters with this community in North Charleston. This was still an area that hadn't really made the cutover. Now, Park Circle is really popular now, and a lot of people, in fact, you can't find homes hardly in Park Circle. But Chris started Hunley in 2007. He is quite the visionary, and it is really fun for him to see his project come to fruition with the last few remaining homes here. And so we are, he also came over to meet with the Charleston Animal Society. He is sponsoring this event with them, and so he is a huge philanthropist. He totally gives back to the community, and we really hope that you will join us on June 20th from 11 to 2 to come out for the big adoption event.
So for the June 20th event, we'll possibly have these follies where someone can walk through these and look at them in live mode, ready to go, just about painted and finished out, cabinets in and everything else. So hopefully they'll come away with a dog and a home.
That was good, honey. So we're just winding up here in Hunley Waters. Chris, is there plans for other awesome projects like this in North Charleston?
There are. I mean, the area is subject to some fantastic regeneration at the moment. There's some major employers coming into the area, and we aim to build a quality product to satisfy the future needs of the area. It's vital. It's going through a massive process of regeneration and revitalisation, and we are an exemplar product to lead that.
That's exciting.
I think with Volvo moving into the Charleston area, we'll see some economic growth and some more stability to our need for good employers. But that'll put us on track to probably overcome Columbia as the largest city in South Carolina. So I think with what Charleston has, and North Charleston itself, and more opportune time for people to be out looking for a home at a lower price, and when this growth starts and kicks in, then we'll possibly see the market inflate itself, just because of us as builders can't keep up with the demand of new good quality homes in the area.
And we'll be back right after this.
Since 2003, AirPlus Heating and Air has been the Lowcountry's #1 choice for AC service and installation. People choose AirPlus because our customer service can't be beat. See for yourself. Check us out online or give us a call. AirPlus Heating and Air. Live comfortably.
Welcome back to YouRHome. Well, you'll remember us introducing you to Kelly and Josh Hartzell, who are building with us here in Hunley Waters, and we are really progressing. We're in the city, working with the engineers, getting their permits together, and so we're going to be bringing you back and showing you as they start picking their selections for their house, because really quick here we're going to be in that position to start putting the fun things in their home. Now, you'll also remember that Mom and Dad are also building over here with us, and so we had amazing results with their house that we listed in Mount Pleasant. We want to take you over to Mount Pleasant and show you what we did to get their house ready, which, by the way, sold in less than 24 hours, 17 showings and 6 offers when we come back. Welcome to YouRHome. I'm Cheyenne Lake, and we are out here again at Hunley Waters today. Bill Payne, my preferred lender, and the preferred lender here at Hunley Waters, came out to take a look at the project today. He has not physically been on site, and he's got 3 new clients that are all doing their financing. You've already met the Hartzels and Miss Kimberly the Pates that are building on lot 33, and so Bill decided to stop by this morning and take a look at what he's going to be financing. What do you think?
It's beautiful, beautiful homes, lots of opportunities here.
Yeah.
And I know all the people that are buying homes here are really excited.
Yeah, we're all really excited. So this was fun. It's great for the lenders to come and take a peek. Even though Bill isn't the deciding factor of the financing, it's really good for him to have a good confidence about what they are going to be financing. And so it's always fun for them to come take a look. So Bill, what's going on in rates?
Rates are still, historically speaking, low. They had ticked up a little, maybe to the low 4s a couple weeks ago, but they're going back down to the 3s. And I'm hopeful that they'll stay in that area for the next couple months. But it's an increase in rates is forthcoming. It's going to happen at some point, just don't know how soon.
Right. So the rates did jump a half a point. Can you explain maybe like what does a half a point rate jump do to somebody who's looking at buying a $300,000 house?
Yeah, the impact to the final price point could be anywhere from $50,000 to $100,000, depending on what somebody's budget. So it's substantial.
Right.
And so if you look to see what rates are going to be a year from now, that might push someone to a whole nother price point.
Right.
So,
Sorry, go ahead.
So it's a great time to be purchasing, not only because home values are only going to be increasing, but the cost to borrow money will be increasing too.
Right. So you heard him. Overnight, they jumped a half a point. And we've seen historically, and some of you don't know, but before my real estate career, I did financing. I did Bill's job for about 15 years. And when those rates decide to go, they go. And they usually, it's not slow, is it?
No, it
Usually,
happens very quick.
it happens quick. So it's time to lock in if you're looking to buy this season. So, Bill, how do people get in touch with you if they are looking or considering Hunley Waters or anywhere here in the Charleston area to get a mortgage? What do they do? How do they get you?
Best way to get me is on my cell, 843-532-1392, and you can call me 24/7 on it. You're never bothering me. Just give me a call and I'll be happy to help out.
Awesome, thanks. And he is great. Give him a call. All right. Welcome to YouRHome. Today we are at one of my listings here in Harbor Gate Shores. That's just a few minutes from the beach on 1102 Ocean Breeze Court. So in our last episode, we looked at what a full renovation would look like, from a minor to a full-blown, knocking out walls. Well, this home's a little bit different in Mount Pleasant. We also talked about the area in Mount Pleasant that is inside of the Isle of Palms connector. It's a hot area, values are up almost 20%, and this is one of those neighborhoods. The difference is this home is basically move-in ready. So what I want to take you through today is just a few things that I've staging ideas just to get this home ready. It's going to go on the market this weekend. My sellers aren't here, but we're going to walk through and I'm going to show you a few things of what you can do and what we're going to do in this home to get this one ready for pictures and to go to market. When we walk up to this home, you're going to see that really, I would tell these sellers, don't do anything. They've maintained this home. The landscaping is gorgeous. And when you actually take a peek through the rest of the homes, this one far stands out. And that's curb appeal is one of the greatest places where you're going to either capture your potential buyer or you're going to lose them. And I would definitely say that you're going to get captured by this front yard and pulling up into this home. Okay, so now we're inside 1102 Ocean Breeze Court, and honestly, an agent dreams of walking into a home that looks like this. So these homes were built in the 70s, and frankly, a lot of them didn't have a lot of real architectural pizzazz. But in my seller's home, in Kim and Don's home, this is awesome. I mean, really, when we walked in here, I'm like, oh, well, we really don't have to do anything. And truly, she didn't have to do much to have this home show ready for pictures and for going to market. So you always hear, keep your tones neutral. Keep them where they appeal to the most amount of buyers. And you can see that this room really does that. It's got fun exposed beams and a real pretty white. The tones on the walls are neutral, but it's really so much fun with this wood detail that's on all of the walls, and really exciting for a new buyer that's going to walk in here. They've got sisal flooring. They've got some really beautiful parquet flooring over here, and I will say that they actually did a little bit of just polishing up here. That's all they really had to do to get this room ready. The furniture is well placed. It lends itself to nice conversational areas, and the fireplace has been painted in a really, a lot of these probably originally came with just the original brick color, and you can see Kim probably painted that, knowing her. And so it's really a nice contemporary style in a 70s home. Okay, so now we're in the kitchen, the heart of the home. And again, this room really needed nothing. Kim has great colors in here. The cabinets are the original cabinets, but they're fun, they're craftsman kind of looking. The only change, the only addition actually that I had her do is she had some lighting that was her preference, but we added these halogen lighting just to bring a little bit more light in here and appeal to a larger number of buyers. But you can see that we've we've got lots of counter space. It overlooks the backyard. It's got a really nice eat-in area and is really going to be a fun kitchen for its new owners. So now we're in their master bedroom, another very important room to the buyer. And staying with the consistency of the home, they have beautiful neutral colors through here. They've gone ahead and added the crown molding, which is a really nice touch. She's done a really fun chandelier that doesn't offer a lot of light, but definitely a lot of character. And so their light is coming from the additional lamps that they've done in here. The carpet that they have in here is newer. The only change that we actually had her make here is she had a collection of perfume bottles on the wall, and it was a little busy. And so we just had her simply put just a few things to, again, appeal to the largest range of buyers. And one of the things that you definitely want to do when you're putting your home on the market is make it not so personal, but still have a lot of character and a lot of design detail. So to wrap up, we're back here in the backyard on a really large deck that the owners have. And the only thing that we had them do here is the deck needed to have a new stain put on, which you can see they do. It's brand new, ready for the new owners. And we had them stage it so people could see how they would actually live out here and enjoy this back space. This is a gorgeous yard. This is almost a ½ acre, and they've got nice privacy, nice big trees, a fun place to entertain their friends, and you can even catch over there, they got the tail end of a boat motor, so if you need to bring your boat, you've got a great place to have it.
Discover what's going on around you with intown.com. Whether you're looking for a restaurant, happy hours, tours and attractions, sporting events, or planning the next family outing, intown.com is like your own personal concierge service, allowing you to plan ahead or on the fly. Keep everything that interests you in one place with My Page. Save updates on local deals and events with Remind Me, and download and redeem free gift cards and offers right to your phone. With intown.com, you'll be in the know on where to go. Download our app and become an InTowner today.
Hi, I'm Cece Young with YouRHome Staging, and welcome to YouRHome. Last time we talked about the transition that has happened since we came in with the movers, and the sellers still had a lot to do. We were under a little panic for time so we could get this house listed, but they pulled it off. They got all of their stuff out, they had it cleaned, they did some touch-up paint, and here we are. This property shows amazing now. So this kitchen was full of a lot of clutter as well. And we live in our kitchens, so there's going to be a lot of clutter on the counters. But for staging, obviously, we had to have everything removed. Once they removed it, we just wanted to set the scene, as we call it in the industry. We're putting some items on the counter that, again, draws that emotional appeal we keep talking about for the buyer. But we keep in mind that we are still selling the counters and the kitchen, not my staging stuff. So we keep it to a minimum. Okay, so now we've come to the den. This is a huge transformation. We've positioned the furniture so that we highlight the features of the room. This room was challenging because the fireplace is in an awkward position. Therefore, when you put your furniture in here, it's challenging to figure out the best way for conversation. So we've left it open. We didn't put a whole lot of furniture in here because the buyer can envision what they're going to do with this room. We just want to tell the buyer this is a nice, spacious room. We even incorporated one of the owner's pieces. They do live here locally. So I said, sure, go ahead and keep this here. And it flows well with the rest of the room. So here's the master bedroom. It's not a really large master bedroom, so we didn't want to put a whole lot of dressers and furniture in here. One thing that we have to keep in mind with a smaller room like this is if you look at the foot of the bed, oftentimes we like to put benches or something there, but we avoided that this time. So again, we have that flow. You always want to think about when a buyer's walking through a home that they can walk through and look at the room without feeling like they're getting squeezed in with furniture. So we stuck with neutral colors here. The sellers were awesome because they kept with the neutral color in here, so any bedding really would work in any furniture. We even staged the master bathroom as well. So in here, all we've done is add a few accessories just to warm up the space. We don't want to over decorate. I don't put a lot in bathrooms because they sell themselves. If you have a countertop that's clear and clean, a few upgrades, that's all you really need. So a few hand towels and artwork, it's about all I usually put in the bathrooms. So you got a glimpse of what it's like to see a before with the movers and the clutter, and the after for a vacant staging. Next time, join us as we see a home that's been fully renovated and then staged. And they got multiple offers in the first hour it was listed. I'm CeCe Young with CeCe Home Staging. See you next time on YouRHome.
Good morning and welcome to YouRHome. I'm Jeff.
And I'm Randy.
This is Architectural Antiques and Design. We're located at 1011 St. Andrews Boulevard in Charleston, South Carolina, and our sister store,
Cersei, which is located at 903C St. Andrews Boulevard, just one block away.
One block away. Well, one block that way.
I love this couch. This is a great couch.
This is a beautiful sofa. This is from a company named Kindle, which Kindle makes bench-made furniture up in Michigan. So this is all handmade. In fact, the detailing that you see around the periphery is all hand painted, not decals.
And this is taken off of an original 1815 Baltimore sofa.
Now this fabric can be changed to anything you want. If the laurel pattern doesn't work for you,
Or the blue.
you could make it more contemporary if you wanted to. This could take a mohair, this could take a silk, this could take a lot of different fabrics.
Belgian linen would help make it more contemporary looking. The shape of it's beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
Right, it's got a great curved back on it.
And visually it doesn't eat up your space in your room, so it can just slide right in.
Would it work in a master? Would you guys use it in a master?
Depending on the size of the master bedroom, certainly. And especially, wouldn't this be great at the end of a big king-size bed?
It'd be beautiful because it's really a piece of sculpture. If you notice that the way that it's made, it has the black lacquer that runs around the perimeter, but it's also got great brass feet on the bottom with casters and little paws, and a simpler fabric is probably going to showcase the lines of the piece better because it has a curved back to it. Kind of the interesting thing about this also is that as high style as it is, it's actually fairly comfortable to sit on. And you wouldn't think sometimes that pieces that are really showy in the way that they're designed are going to be all that comfortable to sit in. But it does have a down cushion, it is 8-way hand tied, and it's from one of America's best locally, as far as locally goes, made within the United States upholstery manufacturers.
And you can lounge on it very comfortably. You can just kind of wad up into the corner, legs go down there, grab a book, read. Last but not least, at least for today, we have a wonderful sand-cast bronze fountain to show you. It dates probably around the turn of the century, not circa 1900, 10 years either way. The thing that really sets this apart is the level of detail on it. The fingernails are all, you can see all the details around the fingernail, the creases in the knuckle, the Pootie's face is just exquisite, and it's a process called sand casting where this is a one of a kind, because by the time you fill the mold with the bronze, by the time you take it apart, it destroys the mold. So this is a one of.
The tritons that are at the base of this fountain, there's a male and a female. They're beautifully detailed. And the difference between a triton and a mermaid is the fact that a mermaid has a single tail that goes to a fin, and the tritons have a pair of legs that go to finned feet. But they do have the scales that run down the legs here. It goes down to the fin at the bottom. There's a suggestion of a wave detail that's going through here. The amount of detail that shows up in the hair, the hands, especially in the scales, as well as the patina that the bronze has, because you can only get a patina like this over the course of time, is just amazing. Then it goes up to a platform where there is a putti, which is a small child, a small aged child, that is riding a French dolphin. And the water comes out of not only the Triton's mouths, but it also comes out of the dolphin's mouth and out of the little hand for the putti at the top. It has copper tubing on the inside that takes the water through the entire thing. So this is a fountain head, not a fully, not a self-enclosed fountain. Now, surrounding this piece in the vignette that we have here in the corner, we have a set that's from the Roebling estate, which is done by a company called Florentine. These pieces are cast iron. We had the seats done in reclaimed cypress. We had all the edges rounded so it wouldn't snag hosiery or pants. And these are part of a 5-piece set that were from the Gibbs House downtown here in Charleston. Behind Jeff, a pair of 19th century shutters that are heart pine. And those we brought from Architectural Antiques down the street, where we have quite a few examples of that. Those are about 9 foot 2 inches tall. A lot of people use those on the inside of homes these days as far as doors inside the house that don't necessarily need a huge amount of privacy. And in front of that is a 1920s birdcage lamp that has a mud dauber nest attached to the bottom of it. When we had that wired, we told our electrician that the most interesting thing about that lamp was the mud dauber nest.
And the first thing she said about it was that she could snap it right off.
So, but it still has its nest, and we think that adds a lot of cachet to the piece. And behind it, we have this, what I call a flourish. It's a 20th century piece. It is welded. I think it was probably originally a fencing piece, and we have 6 of them. And those are the kinds of things that people use in lieu of headboards. They also have them made into tabletops. There is a customer that is currently looking at a couple of them to have made into gates for his home. So that's the kind of thing that you'll find at Architectural Antiques and Design, but also we have it represented here at our store, Cersei.
We'll see you next time on You Are Home.
One block up that way. We have some great stuff to show you out in the garden.
Let's do it. Let's
right there.
Do it over, Jeff.
Amazing organization that we are so excited to partner with and sponsor this adoption event. Home.
That's okay.
Right?
Ready?
Both of us say it.
Yep. 1, 2, 3.
We'll see you next time on You Are